What does ISM stand for and why do we need to know? 1. Fascism, a far-right authoritarian political ideology, centralized power under a dictatorial leader. Extreme nationalism and often racism, suppression of dissent and political opposition, emphasis on military strength and national unity, prominent in early 20th century Europe, notably in Italy under Mussolini and Germany under Hitler. Fascism often arose in response to economic turmoil and political instability. 2. Capitalism, an economic system where private individuals or businesses own capital goods, free markets and competition. Profit motive driving production and distribution, limited government intervention in the economy. Capitalism can lead to economic growth and innovation, but may also result in income inequality and exploitation. 3. Socialism, a political and economic system advocating for collective or governmental ownership of production. Emphasis on social welfare and equal distribution of resources. Varying degrees of state intervention in the economy. Includes democratic socialism, which combines democracy with socialist principles, and more authoritarian forms. Examples include the Nordic model, which features a mix of free markets and extensive social welfare programs. For communism definition, a political ideology advocating for a classless society where all property is publicly owned. Characteristics: elimination of private property. Centralized planning of the economy. It aims for a society where each contributes according to their ability and receives according to their needs. Historical context. Based on the works of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, communism was implemented in various forms, notably in the Soviet Union and Maoist China, often leading to authoritarian regimes. 5. Liberalism, a political and economic philosophy emphasizing individual rights and freedoms, advocacy for civil liberties, free markets, and democratic governance, focus on human rights and social justice. It has evolved in encompassing classical liberalism, focused on economic freedom, and social liberalism, which supports social justice and welfare. 6. Conservatism, a political philosophy prioritizing tradition and established institutions. Emphasis on gradual change rather than radical reform, valuing social stability, family, and religious values. Variations can range from fiscal conservatism, advocating for reduced government spending, to cultural conservatism, emphasizing traditional values. 7. Feminism, a movement advocating for women's rights and equality, focus on addressing gender discrimination and advocating for reproductive rights, workplace equality, and political representation. Encompasses various waves from suffragism in the early 20th century to intersectional feminism today. Impact. This has led to significant legal and social changes, including voting rights, workplace protections, and broader societal acceptance of gender equality. 8. Environmentalism definition, a social and political movement focused on environmental protection. Characteristics: advocacy for sustainability, conservation of natural resources, and combating climate change. Promotes policies and practices that minimize ecological harm. Global context gained prominence in the 20th century, leading to international agreements like the Paris Agreement on climate change.